Okay guys, we are back to put Alice together. Basically, the first thing I want to do is glue this middle section together. Now this is going to be a top pocket, so we are going to just glue the side here and the bottom. I mean, it doesn't really matter if you do all three sides, but that's that. Okay, that's number one. Okay, I need a little bit more room here. Okay, I'm going to put that on there just to hold it. Alright, same thing here. These are our two pockets we're going to attach. So we just want to glue this one shut in the middle. So we're just going to do bottom and left and right. Okay. And third panel. Center of the fourth. I guess I should make sure I have these going right side up. Although with an Alice journal, if there was a pocket coming out the bottom, you know, things is not always things. Bleh, I can't even say it. See, where Alice said that things are not as they should be. Okay. And like I said before, if you want to make a larger book with more pages, you know, you just add more file folders. I used 3 full file folders. And I have like a 1/2 inch spine. If you want a 1 inch spine, use 6 file folders. You'll end up with 12 panels. Okay, and once again the cat has gotten herself in here and can't get out, so I'll be right back. Okay, cats are so funny. They want in, they want out. They want in, they want out. They don't know what they want. I have a sign on my door also that says recording in process, do not disturb, so it's just as well because I forgot to put the sign up. Okay, so now what we are going to do is we are going to take pocket 1, attach it to the other side of pocket 1. Let me get that over there. And the easiest way to do this for me, I usually will look at the short pocket, okay, and that gives me an idea of where the glue should be straight across. So, well, not straight across, but I just want to do the sides and the bottom because I do want to leave a side pocket. But as far as the height of how far the glue should go, I will use the shorter piece as a guide. And then attach these two together. Now I will go ahead and fold the whole thing and line it up. We want this bottom part to be flat. You see how this is a little off and still sliding around? We want this to be even on that side. So I'm just kind of sliding it down that way, and then I'm going to hold it for a minute. Just making sure. Now I'm going to add a few clips. I love these clips, as you know. They come in so handy. So I'm going to put 3 here on this side. And then 1 on this side. Okay, now I'm going to, because this 2 will go on the back of that one, I'm going to put the 3 pockets together. Okay, it's just a little bit easier for me to do it this way because these are pretty much flush because it's the same amount of paper for 4 layers of the card here, and so these are easier to line up, and then I will attach the 3 sections together at the end. So where do we want to put our glue here? Okay, this is the smaller piece. I can put the glue all the way up this side, but I probably won't. I'll probably stop at the same place. It wouldn't matter if I did, but I'd like to have the whole pocket available. So, I don't know if that makes sense. It makes sense in my head. I'm going to do this side, and I'm going to stop about here. And I'm going to put those together. Fold that all together, making sure that I'm making everything flush on the bottom. And because of, just simple cutting, sometimes it's off just a sliver. I'm not worried about that. That's not going to matter when the whole thing is put together. Some more of these out here. I think I need to pick up another pack. Oh, there's the missing one over there. These are a little strong. That's why I like these. They're sturdy, strong enough to hold it in place, but they don't dent the paper necessarily. So I have a whole stack of things that I've been working on, flips and flaps and other kind of pockets. So I'm going to use this for these. Those will be coming soon, and then there we go. Okay, so this is the last one. 4 will go to the bottom of that one, so we'll skip 4 and we're going to glue 5s together. Okay, now let's see. I think this one's the smaller one. Yep. Okay. We're going to only go up as far as that little divot. Well, I don't think that'll hurt to go all the way up. Now you watch. I'll go to put something in there and it won't fit. Let me check. Now that I said that. I was going to use these. Yeah, I'm going to take that off. I decided, sorry guys, I got to get a baby wipe, to use these 3x5 cards, and I still may trim them down, maybe like 1/4 of an inch, and I'll round the corners on the bottom so it'll be easier to get in and out, but I think these will go in the side pocket pretty nice. So, alright, so let's get these. I'm going to coffee dye those though, because everything in this kit is either manila or, aged, and those are stark white, so I'm going to coffee dye those real quick before I put them in here. And then I need to cut some taller tags. The tags that came with the kit are too short to put in the tall pocket. So I am going to cut another set of tags out of some background pages for that, because I really want those tags coming off the top instead of getting lost in the pocket. So, all right, let's take this off the first one here. use that. And you know, it doesn't have to sit for a certain amount of time. This is why I'm using the clear. Well, that one's not quite. You see what I'm saying? How that's just a smidgen off. Okay, but I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, so I'm going to get this on here real quick. And what was I starting to say? Oh, I use the clear gel because it sets up a little faster than the tacky glue. So, okay. So, I'm going to attach this side now. To this side. Pocket 2 to pocket 2. And now you see these are the same height because I glued now I have 8 layers of card. So it's just a little bit easier. Okay, so pretty much these line up right here. That's awesome. So this one can go all the way to the top. And just double checking I have pocket 2, and they are right side up. Okay, close those. Make sure everything's lined up on the bottom. Sorry for the noise, guys. I forget that when you're recording, everything's so much louder. Hope nobody was listening with their earphones. Okay. Here we go. All right, so I'm just holding that down for a second because I'm going to go ahead and put this other pocket on here. Now see, these aren't lined up, so this one I will have to actually place on top of that one. But let's see, to hold that up a little higher. This one's the smaller one, so that's what I'll use for the glue guideline. And the reason that I inked the back of these, you can see it smears and turns green, which is weird because it turns everything else purple. But when you're looking at the top of the book here, this is the first one I did. You see all the yellow? That's why I went ahead and inked inside. Doesn't really show on that side, but it's really noticeable on here. It won't be that noticeable once I get the tags in there and everything, but okay, so I'm gonna line this up here. Oops, not even close. Okay, do that without banging. Make sure they're top and, or I'm sorry, the spine and the bottom is your main concern. So feels a little slightly off right there. Just play with it until you get it where you want it. And then I am going to go ahead and put these back on here. They're a little hard to fit, but I can get the tips just long enough for. I'm really concerned at the bottom and the top, but you know, the more pressure I can put on it, the better. So we'll leave that sit for just a second, and I'm going to add a paper spine. I just use a piece of the, you can see this one, I've been stuffing it, so a piece of the paper for the spine is the other thing we're going to add. So I just want to use a strip of this. This is a background page that comes with the kit, and I just want to double check this measurement. I'm pretty sure it was 5 3/4. I'm going to cut it just shy of 5 3/4 because it was a little tall on the last one. So let me get off this little piece from the printer. Because these are a different size page than what we have in the US, I have to trim them down a little bit. I print on borderless, but okay, so I'm going to 5 3/4, and then I'm going back a 1/16. And I think that should be just about right. So, oh, well, I need to figure out the other dimensions. So let me measure this. Let's see, I've got almost an inch, almost a 1/2 inch, and a little over an inch. So I'm going to say that was a 2 1/2 inch piece. Okay, so let's go. I went the wrong way when I cut it. Yeah, I went the wrong way. This 1 2 3 4 5 1/2. I wanted 5 1/2 this way. Let's try that again. 5 1/2. No, 5 3/4 and back a tick, which is a 1/16 of an inch. Okay, now let's try that. Right, now I want 2 1/2 inches. Gee whiz, all this math. I know, it's not math. It's easy stuff, but I'm out of practice. Okay, I am not going to do the corners. However, I am going to ink around it because, you know, keep everything cohesive. Plus it has a little bit of grunge on the edge already, so match it up. Okay, so a little bit more ink on the bottom here. Okay, so I'm going to put the adhesive on here, very thin layer. I don't want it to stick instantly, so I want enough. I don't want just air. I need enough that I can slide it into place. And I will start on the front because that's the most important piece. I'm lining it up on my mat here so I can see where 1 inch is approximately, because that's about where I want that to be. And the reason I went shy was because it's really hard to trim that once you get it on. I'm going to stand up for a second. Just trying to see if that's pretty even. Looks pretty good. Kind of going with the hearts there. Okay, and I just want to come over and lay that down a little bit. And then fold this over. That looks pretty good. Now what I will do is kind of crease that paper there. And my little corners. My little just so I know it's making really good contact. Oh, when you do this with your, I'm speaking from experience here, when you do this with your bone folder, make sure there's no dried glue on here, because when your paper is wet and your bone folder has dried glue, it will rip. And I know that from experience. So clean up your glue stick or your bone folder every once in a while and keep it clean. That will help. Okay, so there we go. She's all put together. And she opens and all the pages are basically laid flat, and we have pockets in the top and we have pockets on the side. So every other pocket is either a top pocket or a side pocket. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut those tags and finish cutting out the rest of the ephemera. I've got most of it. I need to put the envelopes together and such. And then next time we'll be back and we'll stuff it. Okay? Thanks for watching. See you next time.